So when shit hits the fan, there are ways that we can get through that in a positive way. And recently I've been sharing how shit has been hitting the fan in my own life. And oh my God, first of all, I just want to say that I'm really, really grateful for all the messages that people have sent me, of people really genuinely caring about me and asking me if I'm okay, giving me advice. Like, that is so nice. And also it's given me like faith in this YouTube channel again, and kind of like a burst of inspiration. I'll tell you another thing that is really important is that me being authentic has made me want to keep showing up and sharing, because it's actually expressive rather than me repressing or trying to be in a role. So these are lessons that I'm automatically learning from just sharing my truth, right? I swear to you, stories over facts every time. I shared this in a post about me doing a TED Talk when I was 26, and I struggled so much with writing that TED Talk. I just didn't know what to write. I was trying to be credible, I was trying to be an expert, and I just didn't feel like I was any of those things. I had such imposter syndrome. But actually, whenever I came to writing it, within the last 3 days before I actually did the talk, I realised I just needed to tell a story. And at the moment, on this channel, I'm going to be sharing all the lessons that I'm learning through the story that I'm actually living and what I'm overcoming as I'm overcoming it. So you will watch me get to the point where I do another TED Talk. I'm doing another TED Talk, guys. I don't know when, but I am doing one, and it will be probably about this like time in my life where everything feels very hard and I don't know how I'm going to get through it, but then I will get through it. And in this video, I thought that I would share some of the mindsets and some of the beliefs that I've got that literally keep me safe during a time like this where I've got really, really low income. I know this is temporary. That's the first thing. Things change. I know this is temporary. I know something is going to happen. I know that I am the source of my own creation in my life, and I know that I will get through this. I will find a way through it because I have to. There's no plan B, right? So that the whole this is temporary thing is really important when you're going through a time where it feels like nothing's changing, you're never going to get through it. But then knowing that everything changes, it's the only thing we know as a fact to be true, that and the fact that we're going to die. The things change. I've always said this on my channel, things change. And that's very comforting, because we know that something is going to change at some point. So another thing is being able to see that everything that we go through that's difficult is for our highest good. Like, I know that this thing that's happening to me right now, where I'm feeling stuck and I'm feeling lost and I feel like I don't know what I'm going to talk about and I don't know what I'm doing, is like the catapult or is it the catapult or the bow and arrow, like pulling back and pulling back and pulling back, and all that resistance is just eventually going to get so tight that eventually it goes like that, and then it catapults you forward. That is what's happening. The resistance of life is part of life that helps us to grow and be released from the things that no longer serve us. And in that pain, in that difficulty, is where we get the greatest lessons. So being in the messy middle, there is a period of isolation, introspection, where you learn so much about yourself, and that's what I'm learning at the moment. I've also just really started to embody so many more of the things that I already knew to be true, but maybe wasn't living so much. And now I am. And the reason why people don't live those truths, even if they talk about them, is because it's bloody scary. It is scary to live authentically, because you know that you're up for rejection. I've lost quite a few followers on here. I've gained other ones though, and that's important, because you realise like who are the people who you actually want to speak to, who want to hear your story, and who are the ones that you've outgrown or who have outgrown you. They can go and do the thing that they want to do, but it's always important that we stay in alignment with who we really are. And at times we're a bit delayed in realizing that we have outgrown things. So the other thing is being able to have a sense of humor. My nana was like amazing at bringing me back down to earth when it came to struggles that I was having. She'd always end up making me laugh. She'd say something like, "Oh gosh, you are a worrywart, aren't you?" And like, she kind of really make light of it, rather than going really intense and deep into it and like figuring it out. She'd just kind of go, "We love you. you silly sausage, or whatever. When I was like deep in some kind of like analytical thinking, she'd pull me right out of it, and she'd make me laugh about things. And it's kind of like, you've got to laugh, otherwise you cry sometimes. And it's sometimes just better to be able to just find the silliness in things, and find the humour in it, and find someone who can help you find the humour in it. And by the way, this is what we do in the living room. We laugh a lot, right? So whatever it is that you're going through, whether that's a heartbreak that you really need help with, or it's a job loss, or it's a money problem, or whatever it is, wherever your block is that has been driving you insane, we will not only find a way to help you see what's actually going on and give you a roadmap to get out of there, out of that place, to feel seen and connected to, but also find a way to make you feel lighter about it. And often that comes in the form of humour. So these are the things that I think are really important. You've got to find the silliness. My therapist sent me a load of hilarious memes last night. One was a parrot doing a dance. And I just thought, I just love it. Like, that is so important. Like, when you're going through a hard time, to be able to laugh, right? Otherwise, life is just so bloody serious, you know? And this is the main thing. I think that's the main point, like finding the humour in things and knowing that it's temporary. That's it. You know, and you just got to go through it. We're always evolving. We're always healing, as someone wrote on a comment recently in the other video, and always getting towards the place that we are meant to be. We're always exactly where we're meant to be. So it's about being able to have faith in yourself and life and a higher power. That is another thing. Leaning on God or a higher power to help you through the thing that you don't know the answers to. You know, that is something that I do a lot. It's like I ask a higher power to show me the signs, the ways, the means, the reasons, the way, you know, to evolve out of it and show me what I need to see, give me a sign, sort of thing. And that helps. Trusting that you're not alone, actually, you know, whether it's friends, family, or even just a higher power with you, you're not on your own, you know. So if you really want to feel like you're actually really not on your own, come to the living room. Honestly, there's a review that Sarah's done on my shorts feed where you can hear about her experience of the living room. Tim is going to do one as well. And there's a few written ones that you can find on my post feed about people who've really loved coming to the living room. It used to be called the Heartbreak Healers Club, and now it's called the living room. But the same applies. Like, people come in heartbroken, people come in like recovering from a relationship, people come in wanting to talk about, you know, anything basically. It's all about life. And I suppose the thing that I've probably got to work on is making it a little bit more specific, because people don't really know what it's for. But it's for people who want a space to feel seen and connected to, and to have a space to actually work through the blockages that you've got right now. And, you know, this is what I've been doing for 5 years. I'm still really good at it, even if I've changed my direction and I'm struggling with something myself. That is part of the humanness of life, you know, not feeling like you have to have everything figured out. We're not going to reach a final destination of a perfect version of us. Everybody's evolving all the time, and needing people is a very human thing. So that is why I created the living room. It's something that I needed, and I probably do need. That's why I still go to it myself and still create it myself. So if you want to come along, you can find out more information in the links below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. It really, really matters to me, and I love all your comments. I love hearing from you. I love all the support. It literally means more to me now than ever. So thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.